Hello and welcome back to Botany Manor. We just got to the orchard and I do not remember how to play this game at all. What was the I remember I went to the wrong. Oh god, yeah, I haven't played this for a very long time. So I find clues for the next one. Red Campion. Oh. Box glove. Cool. Oh. Primrose. Hyacinth. Yep, sure, we'll go with that anyway. Spring Dance Shrub. Pixie Teas. Bluebell. Cradle Fern. Tincture of iodine. Perfect for preparing microscope slides. Huh. Chloroplasty. In the world of plants, the sun is the ultimate source of energy. Chloroplasts, small organelles inside the cell of a plant, are responsible for capturing the light from the sun and converting it into sugar through photosynthesis. However, not all plants have chloroplasts. Some plants rely on organic matter for their energy and do not photosynthesize. They have lost their chloroplasty over time and have instead adapted to obtaining energy by absorbing sugars through their roots. It is therefore recommended to add a certain amount of sugar to the soil when cultivating these particular plants. Huh. That's pretty cool. Did not know that. These both have chloroplasty. You don't. So, that was that. Pixie tea. Script slide. Past book. Nursery rhyme. It's about a better Pixie tea. Oh my god. Can't speak. Moment. High on the mountaintops, so steep grows a flower that's hard to keep. Its petals delicate and bright, whilst in the wind with all their might. Whistle in the wind with all their might. The mountaineers who climb up high listen for the whistle as they try to find their way amidst the snow and reach the summit, cheeks aglow. With every step they hear it loud, the wolf glove howl, clear and proud, guiding them through paths unknown to reach the summit and call it home. So I'm not on the wolf's glove, am I? What's this? Dear niece, I have gathered a selection of my cherished toys and books, among them my beloved Piggy. I highly recommended the nursery rhyme. They are charming as well as educational, though I'll take no offence should they put your little one straight to sleep. With all my affections, Aunt Arabelle. So, dearest Arabelle, how are you getting on in your garden? I hope it's not getting to be too much for you on your own these days. Our mutual friend mentioned you might have struggled to germinate the ash bloom. Have you tried making sure there is fresh compost in the pot? Stubborn seeds often need that to grow. I'll visit you sometime and perhaps I can find a way to crack that seed for you. I can show you the book I've been working on at the same time. Yours sincerely, Charles Tucker, Esquire. Hey, got the seed. And that nursery rhyme is not for this one. Sometimes I need to add a little extra nutrition to the soil. I found the following amounts to work best with my different pots. Ooh. Right. So we need to add extra to these. Pixie tea. Water it. Oh. It's growing. Now we're going to find some other stuff so I can add. Now that's the spirit button. Orchard mosaic. The history of England. Scholars, advanced classes, and the discerning reader. Back in the Middle Ages, during the reign of Queen Elizabeth, all Catholics were persecuted by law. Therefore, some households built secret rooms in case they needed to hide the priest that was visiting their family home. Many of these so-called priest holes were designed and built by Nicholas Owen. Only the owner of the house and Nicholas himself knew about the location. Because of this, it was thought that there may be many undiscovered priest holes throughout England to this day. Wow, that's cool. Lady Arabelle, thank you for inviting me to Botany Manor last Monday. As a historian, I found it wonderful to see the authentic medieval manor, especially one as beautiful as yours. I apologize again for not being able to locate the priest hole in your house, though I am convinced it exists and will find it one day. It won't be easy. They tend to be hidden well and sometimes require elaborate mechanisms to be opened. Kind regards, Professor Pennyworth. I know where the priest hole is, just don't know how to open it. Lady Arabelle, I have received a request for your repairs to the roof of your garden tower. Alas, I must confess that I am not the man to undertake this task. It may have escaped your notice that the tower is in your orchard. Orchard, yeah. Orchard. Oh my god. Alas, I must confess that I am not the man to undertake this task. It may have escaped your notice that the tower is in your orchard. Is known to the locals as the Turbulent Tower. It is believed that the poltergeist dwells within the walls. Legend says the spirit is evil and brings ferocious winds upon anyone who dares enter the tower. I don't want to provoke the wrath of this ghost, and I advise you to refrain from meddling with the tower. Willie the Builder. We'll go this way. That's the tower. Oh. Huh. Broken enemy. Okay. Only getting a bit up as of yet. It's a different part. Yeah. Wind research this one. Wind speed of 35 feet a second on the third floor. Wind speed of 50 feet a second on the second floor. 45 feet on the fourth floor. And with the windows open. 20 feet per second on the first. 40 feet per second on the fourth. 7 how high. And a meter broke. I hope there isn't a poltergeist in the tower after all. The Mountaineer Guide to Alpine Exploration, 2nd edition, issued by the Alpine Club. Be sure to wear the correct gear when climbing. The winds in the Alpine can be fierce and changeable. It is advised to wear thick, warm clothes and sturdy boots with a good grip. Wind speeds and pressure in the Alps by... wow. So, I guess it's all for the next one. Oh. There's this key over here. This is where I was trying to get in last time. Painting room. Pot notes. Definitely not any of them. Hey Arabelle, as you can see, the staircase on the orangery collapsed in your absence. I have already written to the builder in the hopes that he wants to sort it out, though as you know, he can be difficult to pin down. I apologise if this is getting in the way of research. I don't suppose you could find another way into the bottom level. I will. Dearest Arabelle, we made it to the Alps. We are so sad you couldn't join us this time, but we understand you are busy creating your herbarium. Yesterday we were lost on a hike until we suddenly heard a strange whistling tune. We followed the sound and soon enough we discovered it was coming from a tiny flower. If only you had been there to tell us what kind of flower it was. Your loving friends always, Natty. That's just the envelope. And paint room. Ooh. Servant kitchen pantry. Yeah, it's in the servant section. Oh. Yeah. And not the servants, it's in the pantry, isn't it? My dearest Arabelle, in gardens fair, your grace the scent a flower rare. Your presence beamed with radiant light, a lily's charms are pure and white. Your hands were like petals soft and fine, intended to touch a love divine. And in your eyes a brilliance glow, as daisies far in spring's repose. Oh, how I long to have you near, to cherish you, my heart sincere. Like roses freshly cut, you'd be the trophy of my home with glee. Dear Miss Green, your research proposal on the structure of coastal plants was of quaint interest. We have no plans to fund a small project like this, but perhaps if you set on botanical field work you might assist Professor Montague in his work on British meadow orchards. I'm sure your natural aptitude for domestic duties would be much appreciated. Wow. Might I also recommend John Lindell's Ladies' Botany, an elementary book for unscientific readers, and one I have heard is a suitable amusement for ladies such as yourself, being about a mother who wishes to teach her children about plants. Dick. There's awkward research team, 1862. That it? Haven't much. Oh. Lady Arabelle, I was wondering if I could join Miss Bennet into town later this afternoon to place an order for a new kitchen scale. The one we have is rather ancient and I'm afraid it's not suitable for measuring flour to make my delicious scones. If you could let me know your decision before the afternoon, that'd be lovely. In your service. A study weathering the discerning reader will find a history of the use of religion, folklore, symbols throughout the art of the world. And there's a scone. Or a scone, whatever you call it. It's the book. Envelope with stamp. Well, the kitchen. Is there flour? Kindling. Bacon. Got flour in here? Oh. Is there anything I can do? What's that? There would be flour in here. Oh, that leads to that. Okay. Check on these floors. See if anything's up here, I think. There it is. I don't think it is. I think it's a different one. Not too sure. And flowers. What's in the pot we got? Stuck in a pot? Yes. Oh. This is a new area. Oh, really? Protection and preservation of endangered apple varieties. Oh, flower breath. No. Flower breath. I don't know why I said flower breath, what the hell? Ciders. They're all gonna have sugars in them, aren't they? Yep. Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. It's gonna be bloody hard. Okay, so that. Yep. Right now, what do we look at? Hot nuts. Oh, look at the butt nuts. Nothing. No notes here. No. Great. So. Which I needed. Bit. I'm going to check how much I needed, didn't he? What? It's an medical chair. This. So probably got a root. No, grapes. No? No, it's not. It's one with a flare on it. Yep. 97, I think it was. Yep, 97. 97, you reckon? So 97. So where are you? So I gotta get 97. Well, 27. 67, I need 30. So I need Cat's Head, Lovey's Russets, and Merlin's Mist. Lovey's Russets, Merlin's Mist, and Cat Head. So I need a blue one. So I need Cat Head. The blue one. Merlin's Mist. And I need bumpy looking, disgusting. Yeah. And crank it. Oh, this is not what I said. Oh. Nice. Pixie tears, nice. And flowers. Hey, butterflies. The pixie tears no longer contains chloroplasts, which are organelles responsible for photosynthesis. Instead, the pixie tears obtain sugars through the roots, which is commonly finds in the apples from the orchards. That's pretty cool. Hey, well, I'm going to leave this episode here. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week.